There we go. Let's do it. I'm in it. You're here. I'm here. My voice is already shot. It probably has about 5 minutes in it, but we're going to do it. We're going to talk. We're going to hang out here. Let's get going. Gossy checking in from Colorado. I see everything that's happening in the chat. I don't always react to everything in the chat, but welcome, John Matova, Scandia. Every time I drive by that place on I-80, I think of you. Thank you, John. You should think of me. I had many good memories at the Scandia. Family fun for everyone. Where's everybody at? Where are y'all checking in from? I see a couple. Too much yelling at the wife. She's yelling at me mostly. She's yelling at me, get away. Quit groping me all the time. I just can't help myself. So I have to give it back to her too. Riding Lizzie MTB, tuning in from Australia. Here we go. We got SoCal checking in. Thunderstruck Coach, Killer Arcade Games, San Antone, Michigan, Salt Lake City, Toronto, Pennsylvania. Yeah, Scandia near Fairfield. That's where I used to work, Stephen. Yeah, big time. Every time, like so many people have passed that place, the little putt golf course, and you like see all the lights. If you pass by at night, the lights on the golf course, we used to change those lights and screw them in, and then when they light back up, you're like, yeah. Concord, California. Wow, Dominican Republic. Is there some riding in the Dominican? Oregon, right by Alsea Falls. That's a great place, Iceman. Oklahoma, Chase, rainy day. New York from Timcat, rainy day. Here in the shed as well, rainy day in Fort Lauderdale. Florida has bad days. It's hard to even imagine. Redwood City in the house. Georgia, Hamilton, Ontario. Whoa, we got Brazil. Sorry, Raynon. Conceição de Helpe, Brazil. We got Portugal. Awesome. Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Netherlands. Yeah, see this. Oh, Ecuador in the house. Holy moly, we've got so many people. This is great. I love it. I love seeing Ian from the UK, Calgary. We are international. Almost as much as the Omicron boiling its way in my throat. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I take the little rapid tests. I'm good, but I got the scratchy throat. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying, the big O. It's not Omicron either. If I have to hear another person say Omicron. Greg checking in from Mar-a-Lago. We got Halifax, New Zealand. This is great. There's something about this like time, this 4:30 Pacific, which is a little bit early for some people because you're still at work, but hey, it's Merry Christmas week for everybody. The holidays have begun, and yeah, it's like a pretty perfect little time. Yes, Tim Cat, smash the like button. We're gonna get everybody smashing the like button. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get it going, and yeah, the timing is tough, but there's definitely just more people on Eastern Standard Time. 7:30, very manageable. It's like 9:30 at night, West Coast. I'm asleep already, so like if I went live 6:30 West Coast, then it's 9:30 East Coast. Yada 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 yada. I'm doing the math in my head, and I'm blowing my voice out. But I did check. I think my audio is better this time as well. And Thomas Fisk has smashed that like button for many years. This man has been around. The OGs, the originals. Oh man, 19 degrees in Chicago tonight. It's a little chilly. But yeah, I think the sound sounded better. My brother was right. It was peaking. It did sound like crap. Nobody told me, but I think it sounds better now. When I get excited and stuff, and I'm yelling and stuff, that's when it that's when it gets bad. But we're here. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna have some fun. So I've got the old frame right here, the old Star Destroyer Gray Ripmo. So good. I love this color. And I got the new Bug Sapper Blue Ripmo right here as well. And, 69 likes. Nice. But, yeah, I'll move the camera later. But this color is way better in real life. When you actually see it in real life, I was way more impressed. And I really like the way the black... yeah, I need to get the camera on. Here, let's see. What do I need to do? Gargle something? Did somebody say gargle something? The way the black wheels, the black RockShox stuff plays off of the blue is so good. I really like it. So at first I was like, but I like the blue. Oh, we got a little super chat action. Casey with the 9.99 Super Chat. I realize that Arkansas won't be on your destination list for a while, but new trails are being added daily that you will love. Check out the hand-cut hollow hub of heavy and hairy hucking made for you. That's awesome. Man, Sarah and I love Bentonville. Anybody who goes to Bentonville, I think, loves it. I don't know if there's anybody that's wishy-washy on Bentonville when they actually go to it and they're like, okay, this is pretty dang good. For where it's at, for what's happening, I found it to be just so awesome. And it's in a place, if you're driving East Coast to West Coast, like I will be doing in a few months, once Sarah finishes up school, that will be, I think it just has to be on the list. It has to be a stop. There has to be something good there. So I never take Bentonville off the list. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Gonna pay for a Christmas gift with that thing. I still got some shopping to do. I don't. I got all my shopping done. Thank God. Got it all wrapped today, and yeah, it's all good. It's so easy to shop for gifts for my wife, for Sarah, and then everyone else is like, oh, you got to just keep an idea going all year and just write down stuff. Oh, there we go. Gargle some Listerine. I do gargle Listerine actually. Got to get it down my throat. Crisco Bike. If we can get a $50 super chat from someone, will Sarah say hello on camera? I don't know. I don't know. Well, maybe. So, here is the deal. Yeah, I got all the parts I need because it's already, I swapped all the parts from the gray bike to the blue bike. I was going to say black bike. So I'm good. But there is a couple things I want to do. So here's what I'm thinking. I kind of feel like, oh, this orange doesn't look that good on camera. And this hot light, the color with the cameras and stuff isn't as perfect. But I kind of like the idea of playing off the orange with the blue a little bit. But I kind of like the black in the blue. I think you can do like a poll in, let's see if I can do a poll. Hold, please, while I poll, please. Let me, where is it? I think I have to go to the actual video itself and make sure the video doesn't play through the browser, as you could hear me. Okay, here we go. Grips. I'm going to do the grip color. Should I put on orange or should I put on black? Here we go. We're voting. Ask the community. Or wait, should I stick with gray? Gray with an A. Boom. The poll is coming through. It's live, I think. I've never done the poll on the actual live stream thing. So it should be there, all right? You guys see it? You click on it. I don't think you have to like refresh your chat or anything, do you? Let's see. We've got 0 votes. Okay, here we go. The votes are coming in. I see the votes coming in. So on that same topic, check this out. So Trail 1 components, my new components company, trail1.bike. We also have valve stems that have a little hint of color with them. So I got the black ones as well. So whatever grips I'm going to go on, I'm going to go with the valve colors too. So if you guys vote for orange, I'm going with orange valve orange valves and orange grips. And there's blue. This blue is like more of a normal blue option, which a lot of people are looking for blue grips. So if we get a lot of feedback on Trail 1 about blue grips, we'll make blue grips because it's not so hard now that we actually have the molds. And then these ones, it's like a kind of an aqua. It shades more towards green in my eyes if you see those two colors together. So not quite Yeti turquoise, but it's kind of its own little thing. Okay, let's see where the voting is. Thank you, Mr. Moderator, Killer Arcade Games, with the link to trail1.bike. Orange, we got a 52% to 42% black. I see it's very interesting because the black on black, it looks so good. The black on black, it looks so good. So these are my prototype grips too. I didn't order a new batch of grips. I don't mind riding the prototypes, but I got to peel the tape off. This is like when we had kind of a crappier logo, or the the font on the Hell's Gate was just so wacko. Not as good as what we wanted. Yeah, an orange pedal. We got votes. Yeah, Killer Arcade Games. It has been a journey. It's like funny because it's 4 years in the making, doing all the Trail1.bike stuff, or Trail 1 stuff, but go to the website. You need to be on the website right now, actually. You need to be going to the website, trail1.bike, and you should put a pair of Hell's Gate grips in your cart, and the first 5 people who use the coupon code WINTER get a free pair of grips. So the race is on. 5 people on the stream right now. Put 1 pair of grips in your cart. Check out. Use the code WINTER, WINTER. Boom. First 5 people get a free pair of grips. I think there's a good chance if you're on top of it, you might be able to get it. Because there's it's not a ton of people in the stream right now. But it's all about the fast fingers. Wow, 49 to 42%. Too much pressure. So yeah, this is like the original text that we use. Come on, there we go. The vloggers always do this. They put their hand. So not very cool compared to the new Hell's Gate branding. Oh, this has a bunch of sticker stuff on it too. This is the older one that I had. Did anybody get a pair of grips? Where are you guys at? Where you at? Tell me. Did it work? Did it break? Just the website. No, sweet. Epoxyol got a pair of grips. Awesome. That's great. Chris that's fine, dude. It's all fine. 1 per customer. Sarah or Chris was there. You're here. It's what? Sweet. Iceman got a pair of grips. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I love it. You get a pair of grips. You get a pair of grips. The giveaways are always weird on YouTube and stuff, but with my people, I feel like it's nice. It's just nice. It's not going to be a bunch of complaining. I'm sure people sweet, Caleb got it. Oh, PayPal took wrong. Sorry, Steven. Sorry. I hate the when it doesn't work out. But we got 5. We got 5 people in the chat speaking up that they got their pair. That's friggin' awesome. Little freebie. Don't expect to give away every single live stream, but maybe expect to give away every single live stream because I've been given the green light and we can give away these. We've got a ton of them. We're selling a ton of them. And so, yeah, you never know. Maybe it's handlebars next time. Maybe it's something. You got to always have it in your cart ready to go. Awesome. The Timcat. Put the orange grips on, call DVO, and get them to send you an orange shock and fork. Wow, I didn't know that DVO made orange, super orange components. I haven't seen those yet. I've seen their other styles and stuff. Todd, go hit the trails, man. Hit the trails. We'll always be here on the rewind. You can stay up Christmas Eve and watch the replay. Can you show us the frame bag you've used for your Ripmo? Oh yeah. So actually, it's like the pork chop bag. It's kind of built just for the Ripmo. Oh, and this is the medium frame version, I believe. And so yeah, it's built in. It fits right in the frame. The top there. I know the camera's not really quite on it, but kind of cool because it's specially built for the Ripmo and it just fits in. So it's very much has to be a certain frame shape for it to work. I'll tell you what, I was very surprised about how the medium frame, so I went with a medium frame on this one. I'm gonna move. Oh yeah. The medium frame is not that much smaller than the large frame. So I've got the large frame, the gray, in my hands right now. And we compare it, so the head tube sticks out. I have the seat tubes aligned. The head tube sticks out just a little bit. And then, oh yeah, there's no shock. Oh, there's no shock in here. So then yeah, the rear triangle seems to be the same, but we're talking an inch? That's the difference in sizes? Maybe not even an inch. I was super surprised. I thought it would be oh man, it's totally different because I've got definitely conflicting reports from a lot of Tim Cass says, I don't know if DVO makes orange, but I just tell him you're an influencer. Get on it. Get on it. Thank you for that. Thanks for the super chat. Also, Brian Curtis, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Hit me with a chat here. I'll see if you got a message. Sometimes it's you do the super chat and you're like, oh, I wanted to leave a message and it didn't work. So if I see you in here, Brian, I'll take a question or a comment. Man, these cable holes. I swear I ordered like off of eBay or something at one time. It's like all this, when you order stuff on Amazon, at least you like have a history. I ordered it from somewhere at some point, like cable cap things, and they never came, and I totally forgot about them, and I don't remember where I ordered them, that kind of thing. So that's on the to-do list for sure, because my other ones got totally filled with dirt. You can kind of see it just looks funky. Like the coloring looks like totally off on that. Like I think maybe somebody else was riding this bike before. There's just enough little evidence of stuff. So that's fine. That Ibis sends what they want, so that's fine with me. I'm not a diva about the different stuff. Killer arcade games. Hey, my voice is doing just fine, guys. It's all good. Thanks for the grips. My fat paws are just not working with me lately, so I'm happy to try yours out. I still had to support the channel in some way. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yes, I firmly believe if you try out the new grips, if you try out the Hell's Gate grips, you will like them. And we made a very cool product. Oh, focus! You got the cool depth of field on the camera, but it doesn't always doesn't always focus quite right. All right, so let's just do the grips real quick. Let's just do the grips while we can shoot the chute. I don't regret stopping cussing on my channel. I used to cuss quite a lot in real life, and I used to cuss quite a lot on my channel. And once my niece was born, I was like, I don't want to be cussing around her. And I think that's important. And it actually made it work. Like I definitely do joke around and cuss and stuff, and it comes out for sure when I'm hanging around my brother and stuff like that. But like, I've been pretty good. I'm pretty happy. And then I watch some of those older videos where I'm cussing. It's like kind of cringe, just a little bit, but it's not that bad. Everybody has a little oopsie every once in a while, but it's been a good change. I used to get emails like once a week from my parents saying like, I can't watch my videos with your kids, come on. And I was always like, that's who I am in real life. But that's nice. But I don't know if those people ever came back. They're like, man, they always prefaced it saying like, man, I love I love your channel so much. And but so hopefully they eventually came back and watched the channel. People come and people go, and then people come back. I'm still here. That's the funniest thing about being on YouTube for almost 6 years now. It's like people stay, people go, people come, people leave. Kenny, man, I don't like the fenders. I'm just not a big of a fan of the old front fender. We got the Trail 1 fender. If you like a fender, I think this is the older rock. I think one generation further, RockShox actually had the bolt-on fender. I much prefer the bolt-on fender versus like the zip ties. And what I have found, riding all over the world with a fender in the rain, the camera still gets a bunch of spots on it anyway. So it's like, I don't know what the point is. I still get mud in my face and my eyes with the fender, without the fender. But if you get the true Dorkacycle giant fender, then it actually works. So it's like, man, that's what kind of life is that? I don't really want to live that life with the giant Dorkacycle fender. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. I'm here, everybody's here, but if you throw down a $5, I want to make sure I say hello. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Oh yeah, we're good. So let's see the poll. I'm gonna end this poll. It looks like. Yeah, the UK bike fenders are just full on giant. Yeah, my brother, I don't know if my brother came up with that phrase, Dorkacycle, or not, but it's very, very apt when you see somebody with like the rear view mirror and like the bell and the cell phone mount and like all that stuff. And it's like, come on. Grip color, orange, 48% wins for now. This is no guarantee that I'm gonna put this orange on forever, but I'll run it because I think the orange goes good with the blue in real life. But then I gotta find a couple. I think some of you guys were suggesting some other orange type accessories because you just can't have just the orange grips. Personally, I think the black is better, but I'm willing and able. Oh wow, look at this. I actually didn't realize there. Like if I go this way, the bolt's out this way. Huh. Oh, so this is a prototype grip. So look at this. It slides on, it slides off. Then we iterated and made it so that the grip, when you slide it on, you have to punch it in a little bit. So it tapers down at the bottom. So it's a little bit, it's, you know, you still got to clamp it on there, but like you can't feel it obviously, but I'm pulling on it. It's not coming off. So that's like one of those things we learned by iterating and changing and messing around with our high-end components and the stuff you have to just learn while doing basically. So yeah, doesn't really suck on there as much as the real version. The real version that you guys got. Yeah, orange seat clamp. I saw that. Orange for the win. Okay, I like to put on these grips where the T1 is like level. If you're looking at the bike on the side, the T1's a little more level-or. There we go. Okay, my voice is actually doing way better than I thought it would. Octodad, I have not come up with a name for the bike. The name is it's an important thing, and it kind of has to kind of jump out at you. It kind of has to feel right. The pumpkin helmet. Go with the pumpkin helmet while I'm at it. I like that. This doesn't quite have, so I got 3 Ripmos right here, but no, this blue, the Ripmo V1 blue, always reminds me of Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe. The later on Snake Eyes, the like 1989 version, 1990 Snake Eyes version that had like the blue and the fluorescent orange. I love that. I love that Snake Eyes so much. I would love to get an unopened package of that G.I. Joe. Okay, kind of tight, good enough. I don't want to, oh, nope, not tight enough. It's like, you kind of got to get them tight, but it's not like you're really going to well, I guess you can always over tighten anything and feel like, ugh. Chartreuse. Is chartreuse a blue or an orange? I never know. Hey Google, what color is chartreuse?
According to Wikipedia, chartreuse, also known as yellow-green, is a
Yellow-green? What? What did we get? Where did we get into yellow-green? Okay, I've had enough. Stop. Do you want me to tell more? Yes, I have Australian Google voice. Sarah's very jealous of her. Don't tell her. Oh no, she's on the stream. The orange bucket. So yeah, I got a medium size instead of large. I'm 5'10". I pretty much always ride large bikes, but I feel totally comfortable on medium bikes. So I'm very, very curious to see how it's gonna go. How, like, a little bit less reach, a little bit smaller cockpit. Is it really that much different? Man, I'm looking at my little screen down here. The color is not represented very well at all. It's not, that's okay. You'll have to see it in real life. I'll see you on the trail and you'll see me in real life how it does look pretty good. So, okay, so we got that. I want to do the valve stems as well. And then let's do it. Yeah, I like the black better. I'll run the oranges. Nice, Adam Hicks. He's 5'10", rides a medium Ripmo, and it fits like an absolute glove. That's what I love to hear. Oh, the bike in the back, yeah. That red, even that red is a little off. Nah, that red's actually more true of what it's looking like. Oh, look. Perfect. So the Trail 1 valve stems, the tubeless valve stems, they're on the site right now. They come with a cap. So you can either run a regular cap. Let's see if this will focus on us. Focus. So that's the regular cap if you want to run a regular cap. Or you can run a valve cap that actually has the little valve tool in it. Come on now. Come on now. So yeah, it has a little valve stem remover tool in it. Instead of having to have another tool in your pack, it just goes right on top. So I'm going to use the valve stem removal tool right now. Man, sad to say, both of my, I'll take them off here and show them to you guys in a minute, but both of the Tire Whiz, both of the Tire Whizzes I use to have, like, you know, on-demand tire pressure, to be able to see what my tire pressure is, if it's good or bad, and they both died within it's almost been 2 years now. So I got this bike, this build was March 2020, right as the pandemic started, when I was at Seth's house. So that's when I first got these components, like the axis stuff. And yeah, the rear shock whiz, I forget if the front one or the rear one died first, and then I was too lazy to like send it in, and then the other one died. But yeah, not the battery. It's not the batteries. Like I replace the batteries, I clean it out. Like it's just tough. That it's like electronic components that get dirty, get wet, just get beat to hell. I'm sure they would, you know, do a normal warranty and like check them out and all that stuff. But I'm just too lazy. It's like you gotta, like right now I'm finally doing it where I can put the Trail 1 valve stems in the bike and then send out these thingamajigs, and hopefully they'll figure it out and fix them, and they'll say turn them off and turn them back on. I really like the Axis stuff. I think it's really quite good. So when I took the bike, ooh man, this needs some new rim tape. This has been on here for a while. When I took the bike to Frame Up, shout out to Frame Up Bikes, of course, for doing the old switcheroo. Oh yeah, I still got to talk about the frame protection. But good thing I write stuff down. But when I took the bike to Frame Up, they're like, yeah, it's half the price for a bike build, because they don't have to run the cables, the shifting cables, so or the dropper post cable. So it's like, hey, we only have to run the brake cables, so that's the pain of a bike build, is the brake cables and the shifting cables and all that stuff. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, I've got sealant in here. Ooh. I'm sure Shimano will get in the game. It's just a matter, like, you're kind of on the bleeding edge of tech. Just like, why doesn't Ibis have an e-bike? It's just like, the longer you wait, the more everything is kind of sorted out, and the more everything's been determined, and the less risk you're taking when you're like, okay, I'm going to do a Bosch drivetrain, and then the Shimano drivetrain is 10 times better or whatever. So, especially with electronic stuff, you're like opening yourself up to a whole new like warranty system. And like, just like I said, both these have died. Oh man, like you're taking such a risk but these companies have their R&D money and they can do it, and it's an awesome product when it works, right? Like, it's just a matter of yeah, all this stuff. yeah, I'm a pro. I get these tires off real easy. Anodized purple parts. Yeah, purple might go good with this. Might have to experiment. Yeah. Yep, these come off. That's the... Okay, we're going to do it again. Can we do it? This is the Tire Whiz. So cool, because the 3.0 Moto wheels that I have, it's super non-dorky. The normal Tire Whiz is just a little dorky because it sits out there with the battery and all that stuff. But, oops, drop this in the sealant. Man, I'm surprised how much sealant is still in my front tire. I don't know, remember the last time I messed with that, but we're doing good. We're doing good up front. Whoops. Easy, easy. Nice. Pat's got the Orbea accented with purple. No, I'm not a fan of cush core. I don't like installing it. I don't like taking it out. I don't like getting a flat on the trail with the cush core when we're, you know, they don't say it's like supposed to keep you from getting flats, but that's kind of part of it, right? You're supposed to kind of not get flats, but then you get a flat and you're on the trail and you and your buddy have to yank it out. That was Aaron, NTVing Adventures. He's in the chat right now. When we were out in Grouse Ridge and we had to like friggin' tie the cush core into the back of the like his thing. It was just such a pain. People like it, but I haven't gotten a flat tire in quite a while that I can remember. I got a sidewall slash when I was doing the Redemption Enduro back in March, but how many miles have I ridden since then and have not gotten a flat. I'm not into the cush core. I could see it like future evolving into something even better, and there's being some version of it to help, but I've tried it. I don't like it. And now cush core is a proud sponsor of my channel. How big's the Nugatorium? I believe it's, oh, dang it. This is like always a tough one. I think it's 10 by 12, but it's the biggest you can build in California without 10,000 square nuggets. But it's the biggest you can build in California without getting a permit. So like for a building, but I'm pretty sure it's a 10 by 12. It's decent. You always want to go bigger. If you can go bigger, you friggin', it's worth it. Because especially live streaming, the proper live streaming setup would be like, I'm behind the workbench and there's enough depth where like the workbench is in front of me and then there's enough going on where I could kind of do some more. I think I could rearrange everything in here to kind of make that more of like a studio style, but I really like this place. It's been great the way it is, but you always want bigger. You always want bigger and better. Yep, Jace likes bikes. It's great until you have to use a tube. Boo-hoo on using a tube. It's the worst. Dude, a Shedcade would be awesome. I would love to see it, buddy. That would be so badass. I see that you've been acquiring more and more. I thought you weren't allowed or, you know, there was a limiting factor, but you've been buying cabinets left and right. I love it. If you haven't seen Killer Arcade Games, he has a really good YouTube channel. My buddy Chris down in San Antonio, and he's going to be restoring Rush the Rock, one of your favorite arcades. And oh, it's so cool. I'm so happy for you. All right, we got a little bit of this going on. The space wasn't there. Hopefully the jet skis are still in the garage. I know that's it's getting tight, but do. Okay. Oh, that's on the back side. This is that's related to the Shockwave. Yeah, this is a little more intensive than I thought it would be. Trail 1 valves now available at trail1.bike. Oh, I see it. I see you, Crisco. Oh yeah, I can click it. I can rip it. Oh no, I dropped everything. Oh Jesus. Oh no. What did I drop? Where'd it go? I need a magnet. It's gone forever. I only have one pair. Yeah, yes, I just need a 4-car garage and not park any cars in it like Seth. Dude, like the Everstoke, eventually I'm sure we'll get a big old barn at but there's no flat ground. That's kind of the tough thing about Everstoke is like anything we're gonna build will have to be like on stilts, kind of, which isn't bad because then you could park cars under it. But it's gonna be definitely an engineering feat whenever we actually start trying to build some buildings. But we will do it. I've got 800 millimeter wide bars. Yep, just get BKXC Senior on the job. Get out there. Everstoke actually covered in snow at the moment, pretty decently too. It's been that cold where the previous snowfall a couple weeks ago, It snowed. It looked really cool on the camera because I actually got a camera finally, like a little 3G, 4G wireless cam. You'll see a video about that soon, even sooner on Patreon. But so I saw that, oh man, it snowed. It looks so cool. And then the next day, it all melted. But the recent snow, it's stayed. It's completely stayed. The canopy that we had some stuff under collapsed from under the weight of the snow. I think the solar panels are all cut off because there's snow on top of the solar panels, all that stuff. So it's definitely, yeah, like Aaron says, at least 6 inches, probably even more. Yeah, split board. We need to get the snow bikes up at the top, but it's so dangerous. Biking with Ryan. I'm 5 foot 10 inches tall. So let's see. Hey Google, turn on the compressor. Sorry for everyone's Googles. I apologize if your Google is going. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. Come on! I hate turning my back on the chat. Yeah. You just got to get smart about the smart home stuff. It's a smart plug that's plugged into the top. And yeah, you can do a lot. The compressor's always turned on, but the plug isn't always turned on. It's just a little annoying on a live stream when you're waiting for the tank to fill up. Oh, I saw a good, oh, yeah. Middle-aged masher. Where do the bears poop it? Oh, man, this is kind of loud, huh?
Where do the bears poop at Everstoke? And where can I get an Everstoke shirt? I'm like a TikToker. You can get an Everstoke shirt at everstoke.bike.
We'll have them always and forever. Okay, good. That the sound's not bad. Yeah. Oh, everyone's compressors are turned on. Yeah, I really shouldn't do the Google thing while you guys are listening, but it is what it is. Bam. I usually go up to 40 PSI when I seat the tire, and then I forget about it. And oh, how dare you, Chris? You're a Siri household. Ugh, come on. I'm Google all the way, unless it's my phone. I get the idea of doing the Siri for your house stuff, but man, it's so limited, I feel like. But actually, the nerdy thing that I really want to do is Home Assistant. I don't know, I'm sure a couple of y'all have heard of it, but has way more integrations and everything. Like, because I have little sensors now in my crawl space, in my attic, and all these different things. So I can see the humidity and I can see the temperature. So if the humidity is this, pay twice the price with half the functionality. Sweet, T-Rob, thank you. The orange grips, they look good in real life. On what I'm seeing on my screen over here, they don't look as good. The color isn't as representative, I would say, as real life. But 'tis what it is. We do our best. All right. Yes, this is my Miami Dolphins build. I didn't think about that. Laces out, Finkel. Laces out. Okay. Sweet, one down. And I will be putting the valve core remover. Man, best winter riding gloves. I haven't had oh, I've always been tech savvy. I'm not bike savvy mechanic wise, but tech savvy. I grew up with this stuff for sure. But Best winter gloves. Man, I've been riding the hand-up gloves for a long, long time now. Now I really enjoy wearing no gloves when I ride. And I also wonder if wearing no gloves is actually harsher on the grips or not. Like if they just get a little more rubbed compared to your hand, but your gloves. I don't know why they would. Maybe just like the oils in your hands, or like the way your hand, if it's sweaty, it's just like more abrasive than a glove. But is it? I don't know. The Ace Ventura Ripmo. But yeah, I'm definitely open to trying out some new gloves and different gloves and busting that open, trying something different, riding something new. You gotta be, that's a funny thing about like, oh my God, what happened to this? What happened to the DVO? Like all this stuff where it's like, it's not a tragic breakup or like an angry thing. It's just like, yeah, I want to try different stuff, and I can try different stuff. That's the great thing about being my own boss. I got to keep these hands smooth. Got to keep them clean. Got to keep them smooth. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I got my grips on. Got my the little orange touch actually is kind of cool. Little subtle something. So took the bike to Frame Up Bike Shop, and they did the very super subtle wrap that they did on my Orbea Rayon. Remember a few years ago when I got the Rayon, they did a wrap on it. Oh no. How am I going to do this? Okay, I'll unplug the power. The power can get unplugged. Then I'm going to plug the power back in. But the Orbea Rayon was a matte finish, so they put the matte wrap on it. Now this is a glossy finish. So there's only a couple places where you can actually tell that there is a wrap. So up top here, can you see that corner right there? There's the wrap on there. Yeah, I definitely got to get plugs. Somebody email me a link, contact BKXC, link me to some frame plugs, because I'm dying. I feel like it was during the pandemic and they were out of stock or something. So got the very subtle wrap that they do at their bike shop. Super intensive, manual labor, and they did it for free, which is awesome. Super cool. You can get it done at their shop. It's about $300. And I think, so people that swap bikes every single year, it's not going to protect you from like a big catastrophic crash, but it protects from all the stupid little blips and dings and all that stuff. Because I know enough guys that sell their bikes somehow every single year. They get a new bike every single year and they sell it every single year, and they go to pretty good lengths to keep their frame decent. So like if you look at 2 years of can you see it? I don't know. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Just need the right light. This is like 2 years of your foot, like, you're getting on your bike, putting your foot over the frame, and then like little scratches and laying down the bike, and lots of little, like not too much here. Lots of little just paint imperfection and nothing too crazy. Really, the real damage that gets done, and that's what I really want to have to protect against, is all this. This is right where the chain ring is on the Ripmo V1, the Ripmo V2. Huge amount of damage all in this area. So I'm going to do my best on this new one to hopefully tape it up the right way, and because I feel like the second I start riding, it's just going to get messed up. So this is like my 3M tub tread that I like to use, and it did the job pretty good. Let's do some ASMR here. I can't help myself. I can't shut up. UV protection, dirt protection. Yeah, it almost looks like it's a different color, but I think it's like a optical illusion. But I can do, yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. A lot cleaner. This stuff takes a real beating if you don't mind. No lady likes sandpaper mitts. That was my Uncle Dennis, man. He was a carpenter. Whenever you shake his hands were just always so like calloused and just like, man, just working. Carpenter hands are pretty rough stuff. I'm glad I got some calluses too from mountain biker hands, but not so bad. Nerd Hot Rod, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Keep doing what you do. My son and I love the content. I am very content that you like the content. I appreciate that very much. How's the chili going, Sarah? How's it going? I'm doing good. I'm actually get Splinter shaking my uncle's hand totally. I read that there's like in the beta app of the Axis app, you could do upshift over here, downshift over here, and then like dropper post over here. So you could, really actually like configure the remotes of the wireless shifting however you want, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty cool. Okay, the chili is just about ready. Hey, we're not even an hour in. We're gonna keep going. My voice is fine, so we're gonna keep going. So, yeah, talked about that stuff. So, the main thing that I really want to do tonight is to install this velocity huck system, velocity hucking system. So basically to try to get the chain slap sound. It's funny because this like already seems tighter and not as crazy and not as loose, even though it kind of looks like it. But it's just funny. Maybe just a shorter chain when the guys at the shop installed it or whatever. So let me show you this. So previously, what did I have? Oh yeah, so I had the previous thing I had on the bike, which is in the garbage over here. Let me pull it out of the garbage and show you. I had the STFU, which was worth a try. It's this thing right here. There was two of them. They go on your chain stay. The chain gets threaded through, and then any chain slap doesn't really happen. The chain slap hits on this instead. So the theory is to keep the bike nice and quiet. And I don't know if it really worked. I think it had to help a little bit for the top layer, but I think where a lot of the sound and the damage is coming from the bottom. So I got two of these velocity hucking systems. They actually sent them to me. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you, Bikesom. What's up, Jay? I see you there. Got my Elon Musk haircut, that freeloader, that terrible person. Everybody, let's hate on Elon Musk. Dun, dun, dun. But, so yeah, so this is what it is. I showed this off in the last live stream. Got these little, like, basically little things of air that kind of keep the chain slap down. Then on the back, it does look like a real VHS. So then I've got the 3M tape on the back. You cut it and you wrap it. Oh, Peter, the STFU broke off from frozen, broken zip ties. Had to set bike hacks the chain off with a string from my sunglasses bag to get it off on the trail. Oh my God. Oh, it's crazy. So the tough part is that I'll probably have to cut it down on the sides because I'm going to do the wrap this way, but then also the wrap from I've got one for the top and one for the bottom, and just attempting to get as close as I can to the chain ring, because that's where so much of the damage happens. That's where the magic happens, as they say on cribs. This might be a little too intense for the old live stream, but I'm here. We can try. Take the rear wheel off first, probably. But then I won't know. I'll have an idea. I'll have a clue. Sweet. Okay, so we got a thumbs up with that. What happened to biking with Panda? Yeah, that's a good question. I think he's still around. I think he's still on his Instagram. I've seen them here and there. Like I said, people come, people go. It's funny. Like there's a lot of, personalities that you could like think of after we've been doing this for 6 years of just different people like, oh, what? Doing this, and that. Thunder Bike Park. When did I go to Thunder Bike Park? If the video isn't out by now, there's no Thunder Bike Park video. Is that the one in... the bike park... The main reason there isn't a Thunder Bike Park video is because all the bike parks blend together for me. That Bryce Bike Park was cool because it had that one trail that was like pretty dang sweet. But, see you later, Chris. But all the little bike parks that are like, they're all exactly the same to me. And I can't jump. So it's like... most of them have the jump trails, and then they have 2 or 3 like kind of cool trails, but they're over so quick. I've found that I have like no desire to make videos at bike parks anymore, unless it's Whistler or something big like Kicking Horse or these other places that are like premier massive bike parks. Like I haven't been to North Star. Like there's all these like these. Yeah, I'm so over the bike parks. I'll still go and still have fun, but I do not believe there's a video in it because it's like, oh, let's do the same thing over and over, and it's like, it's so weird. Angel Fire was really good. There's good stuff for sure, and but not into it. Okay, so we got this. Oh, nice. Angwin got the jumperoos. Yeah, Trestle Bike Park. See, that's like there's certain bike parks that have like a very much like a history or like you've heard about it like a million times. So it's like, oh man, I got to try this. And there's certain trails at those bike parks that are like massive and have like really good downhills and that kind of stuff. I'm talking about these like weird little in between small bike parks where it's like 300 feet or 700 feet of elevation, whatever it is. Like there's just tons of them. There's tons of them. They all blend together. To me personally, for you guys maybe not, but like it's so weird how I just it doesn't sit right with me. Okay, so if I do it this way, I have to trim quite a bit. Or do I just flop that on? I'm gonna take this top piece off here as well, and then see how it goes. So hard. It's like the concentration required, the velocity hucking, and then how close can I really get? I might have to go back a little bit further and just wrap this with mastic tape. How much trestle braking bump, the rye. See, that's the thing too. It's like, and then you go to the bike park and it's not in really good condition, and you're like, putting a lot of weight on, I gotta get a video out of this instead of just like having fun. Oh no, this is double-sided tape. This is not my mastic tape. I need to get a whole new roll of mastic tape. What's up, Seth? Mr. Backyard Trail Builds in the house. He's a moderator. I don't know if I remember him being on a live stream. What's up, man? I hope I can get out to some good bike parks, some sweet Missouri bike parks, because I'm definitely going to be driving East Coast to West Coast once Sarah finishes up with school in the spring. Spring, I guess it is, and it's on my list. Ironton is on my list. Dun, dun, dun. And like, where's the most impactful section? I think I'm just going to toy with this over and over because I'm always more dedicated to the chat than the actual work I'm doing. Okay, box knife trim, 1/8 or so off each length should be lined. Yeah, okay. And we can always double up too. I can actually visualize it. Dun, dun. Yeah, Vale. Ooh, pedal access bike park. It's all enduro trails. Oh, wow. Cool, Jesse. I love the suggestions are everything. I love it. Yeah, Medina, Riding Lizzie, definitely. Medina Bike Park is definitely on the list. I really would have liked to get to Australia, but I don't think Australia's never going to open back up, and it's always going to be closed down. And I'm never going to be able to go to Australia. But yeah, we'll see. Tassie. So here's my this thing, and here's my that thing, and then yeah, it's pretty close actually. I could mark that out. Needs a lot more focus. I need a lot more focus than. But these are really cool. I love it. Half and half. Oh yeah, I could probably just cut like almost a full, and then that one will come back wrapping around. And if I cut just a little bit at a time, I'll be able to kind of do it. But that's a lot. That's a lot of on-stream work. So I don't think that's good. How about we put on a tire? How about that? That's something I can do on the stream. Yeah. Use the paper as a template. I like that. I have not taken my advice and bought backup tires like I talked about in that video. So I really need to get myself a few DHRs and Assagais and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm going to need 3 hands. Want me to try to get this off without a tire lever? Oh yeah, I can do it. I can do it. Ooh. Take the tire whiz off. I'll hang this over here. Wow. I'm on TikTok. You know it. Steven, I'm not mining any crypto at the moment. I tried to get a helium miner. There was some place selling one. I forget what it was. Get Minted was selling a helium miner, and they all sold out within 5 seconds, and it was a disaster. But the helium thing sounds pretty cool, like just building a Wi-Fi network, but also getting paid to build the Wi-Fi network. So I think it would be really neat to mine some Bitcoin, but it's like a big energy expenditure. But if we get a really big solar array going at Everstoke, that could be the perfect thing. If you're just burning excess capacity with solar panels, you can put it into mining the crypto. But then it's like, oh God, those things are $10,000 and all this stuff. It's like really quite crazy. Australia borders are open now. Borders are open, but you have to stay in your hotel room or they shoot you. I don't know. We got the bad, California still has the fear running through it for sure. But you may, if you're not from around here, Florida and Texas have been operating like nothing's changed, like everything's normal since like July 2020 basically. And but like the news that we keep hearing is like England's about to lock down, Australia, like riots in the streets, people, all that stuff. So yeah, it's moving on. Next subject. Moving on. Why did I even talk about that? But in the case of traveling, I want to travel. I do have a trip planned in like 2 weeks to an international destination, but I just don't know if it's going to happen. I'm super doubtful, just because of everything changes all the time. Oh man, don't rip my rim tape. Oh, oh wow, your daughter lives in Melbourne. That's very cool. Okay. Here we go. Okay, almost. Here we go. I'm doing it without. Oh yeah, this will be easy. No, look at this, already kind of flopping off. No tire lever needed. Chris, can you give me your 3 favorite rides in the Bay Area? Okay, off the top of my head, Demo Flow Trail, #1. Super cool. Classic ride, just fun for the whole family. Oh man, I'm not going to be able to do this without a tire lever. Come on, why did I ever think that? Yeah. So that's #1. Okay, #2, top Bay Area ride too. It's like Northern California. You're gonna have a big long drive no matter what. But What else? What else? Yeah, yeah. The other fantastic, Rockville's an awesome Bay Area ride, but it's hard to recommend to people because it's like you just go there, you get lost, and like even if you have trail forks, even like you really need a guide, someone to actually show you around and link together the whole thing. I got plenty of tire levers. I don't need them. Yeah. My only factor right now is pulling down so hard I slice my wrists open with my my brake rotor. That is something that would happen to me, no doubt. Okay, there we go. No problem. No problem. Yeah, I have no idea. The Ibis does not tell me anything about new models or changes or anything, but I don't think, I don't know. It's really not my place to speculate, but they can't, like, the bike, everything like is really tough to get bikes out the door, and like if they changed up a new model, there's like no point to start a new model right now when you can sell out your bikes immediately and there's not enough bikes to go around. So it's like, why do it if things are so rare and tough? So I'm guessing they sit out another year or so, but I don't know. I don't know nothing. They don't tell me. If only they had a tool for taking a tire off. I know, I just had to prove it. Just had to prove it could be done. I was challenged. And I met that challenge. Man, my voice is fine. I'm pretty stoked. All around Andrew with the $5 super chat. Hey Brian, I love watching your vids. Keeps me coming back. Stay rad, my friend. Thank you, all around Andrew. I appreciate that. Oh, Merry Christmas to you. Oh, yeah, it's good. I'm glad to have videos keep coming back. I'm stoked on my last few videos. I really like those, the most hated trail in Sedona and the climbing Porcupine Rim. I thought those were so cool. So it's very good. Waiting for my fingernails to peel back on that. Actually, I'll have some van stuff because this time of year, it's just, there's less going on. The weather changes all of a sudden, so it's hard to like bank. I should have banked more riding videos. I didn't. And like, you know, I want to take time off. It's the holidays. Sarah's here. We're hanging out and all that stuff, and she'll be gone. And then I'll be all alone again and able to make videos. But yeah, I got some ideas for like van stuff that should be pretty good too. Pretty interesting. I just watched Jeff Kendall Weed's van video, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should get a microwave in my van. That would be great. So we got stuff going. I'll get some stuff going. I'm probably only doing about one video a week for a little while, which also means my income gets cut in half. But my Patreon is still going. I just put up the 2019 extended cuts, like a compilation, because there's plenty of people hop on the Patreon, and there's tons of videos. You know, I've got this archive of hundreds of videos, so I always try to make the kind of a you know, compilation. So you're like, hey, if you're old or if you're new, there's people that have been on Patreon since day one, but then they come back and they're like, oh wait, yeah, there's this video and that video. So if you want to watch the BC bike race and trip to Japan and the UK, all that stuff, I've got all the extended cuts on the Patreon. Patreon.com/BKXC. Nice, Ian. It's funny. I've found a lot of the UK folks go to Las Vegas. It's a strange thing. It's like kind of funny that that's like a destination that many UK people go to. Yeah, Crashy McSquirrel. Even videos about Switzerland are on the Patreon. I love it. Oh, it's good having you guys here. It's good hanging out. Yeah. Yeah. I can't get my tire whiz. My tire whiz got me. It's all screwed up, you guys. What's going on? I got the spins. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait, we got a super chat. I almost missed it. Yeah, Scotland. I got to get back to Scotland. I think Trail Rider and Mick Trail Rider. has a bunch more trails that we could hang out on and ride and shred. Have some awesome adventures. Hot take. Trail features with the $10. Whoa, hey. I hope I didn't say any fives when it was 10 before. $10 super chat. Hot take. Bike companies should use this time to get away from yearly paint refreshes and work towards only releasing a new model when they have a collection of improvements. It's definitely, I see it both ways. So like traditionally, it seems like the past, no Tool Tuesday. Totally. I've got the little pliers and stuff, they always kind of mar these things. But so Ibis has traditionally been like every 2 years, like they just do a paint refresh and like call it good, work on their next model, and then just keep going from there. And yeah, I don't know. If there's a huge demand and like you can get the upgrades, like and you can change stuff every time, people want the different colors, they want the new bikes, you're giving that little trigger of like, oh, like the original Bronson had kind of that hot pink, right? Like, and people are like, I don't know. And then the new one, oh, it's got the blue, it looks different. And so I get the market psychology thing of like changing the colors, because there's always, every year, people have get pro deals or get this deal or get that, and then they buy one and they sell one and they want one, and the demand is not going anywhere, and just keep cranking up the price every year. We got it. Okay, so let's put an orangey glad on the back one. Yeah. Don't lose the cap. Yeah, I only came up with one Bay Area recommendation. Annadel and Santa Rosa is a really good Bay Area ride as well. Then there's Joaquin Miller Park in Oakland is pretty badass. I really like that. And it's been a long time since I've gone there. I haven't actually taken Sarah there. It's just a lot of hikers and a lot of animosity, which is never good. So I don't always want to get involved with the animosity, but you got to do what you got to do. I have been to Greer. That was the beginning of Redemption CA. That first video was at Greer Ranch in Southern California. Oh, sweet, Chris. That's awesome. Demo Forest is a great one to go check out. Make sure it's not muddy and hasn't rained in a little while. Best way to check trail conditions, Trail Forks is pretty good for that, but sometimes like you check the actual Santa Cruz Trail Stewardship. By the end of the live stream, everybody's gonna love the orange grips. You guys voted on it. Wow. Mason, get the Ibis Ripmo and then sell the other bike. If you can sell the other bike instead of upgrading the bike, you probably can come out decently. Yeah. You got to get yourself on an Ibis. Man, I'm so surprised how many Ibises I see. It's pretty dang cool that, that they're out there and moving right along. That there was like a Pink Bike reader survey where they surveyed what brand bikes people had. Ibis was like top 5 in all the, it's like Specialized Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz was like number 1, I think, in almost, 1 or 2 on all the categories. Then Specialized, then Trek. And like those companies are selling like so many bikes, like an ungodly amount of bikes. I guess Ibis is selling a lot of bikes too, but the sealant everywhere. It's like the root beer Joe got me. Trail Feature sent me a root beer and I dropped it on a live stream. Pour one out. But I was just super surprised on that Pink Bike Rider survey that Ibis was in the top 5 of almost every single category of like, what bike do you ride, like down, or enduro? What bike do you ride trail? Like what bike or brand are you shopping for? That all that pretty indicative stuff that was super interesting to me. Yep, they need the e-bike. They definitely need the e-bike. I'm sure they know they need the e-bike. Everybody needs the e-bike. Oh, look at that. It just went right on the double X's. You know, I bet, see, that's the thing. Crisco Bike was asking about Diamondback. I think Diamondback probably sells even 10 times more bikes than all those other brands, but they're not Pink Bike Reader survey people, right? They're more normal people that watch Seth Bike Hacks videos that like $300 for a bike is actually really expensive and going out on a limb. Like, oh my God, my wife's gonna kill me. I just bought an $800 bike. So there's a lot more of those people than people like me that are willing to, well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how willing I'd be. I'd definitely be a Ripmo AF rider if I was working a job. I don't think I would go for the carbon myself, but I would go for the AF because the Ripmo AF is just such a sweet deal. When you see the prices, you compare all the prices of everything, you're like, oh my God, this is so much better. I see it. I see you there. Da, 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 da. Hey, riding Lizzie MTB. I'm trying to do my Australian accent. It doesn't really quite work, but I'll give it a go. Thank you. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Merry Christmas over there. Down under. I think it's probably, should I just ask Google? I think it's, I'm going to guess that it is 1:43 p.m. But yeah, that depends on where you are. So if you're in Tassie or if you're in Sydney or whatever. Let's see. Hey Google, what time is it in Sydney, Australia?
The time in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia is 12:43 p.m.
12:43. I was off by an hour. But it's also tomorrow. And today's the shortest day of the year. Every day from now until June gets 1 minute longer. Well, at least where I am, it gets 1 minute longer. It depends on where you're at. Like if you're in Alaska, it's like every day gets 5 minutes longer or something like that. Like as things start to change, which is fantastic, right? We got longer days ahead of us. We've got a cold winter ahead of us as well. Noi. Oi, noi. Where's my stands? There she is. Virtually eliminates tire flats. I know. I said I wasn't gonna. Nerd Hot Rod. Super exciting seeing the Perry Hill video, one of our local spots. JC's not wrong. Those birds will attack you. Sarah actually went and rode Perry Hill maybe 2 weeks later and did not even have an encounter with the bird. And I'm like, what the heck? The birds didn't attack you? So she got lucky. She got lucky that day. That's, I don't know what I was going to say there. Shortest day was yesterday in Alaska. Oh, wow. It's just going to get better and better. The short days are tough, man. Like Aaron, MTBing Adventures in the chat, like at Everstoke, we had some amazing days in December and especially November where, overnight it's 25 degrees or whatever. But then during the day, once the sun comes out, it's like 50 degrees. It's perfect. You're working, you're sweating. It's like ridiculous. The sun is out. So it was just like so nice. But then, then it's really starts to wear on you because then the sun goes down. And when the sun goes down on my side of town, the temperature drops off a cliff. So you just don't want to even be outside. But yeah, we get it done. We get it done. Days are only going to get longer. No, I got the Maxxis. It's right here. It's double X. Come on. What are you talking about? I don't want to hear the comments about the valve and the positioning and all that stuff. I've got it in the right spot. Yeah. I know. I got to work on the TikTok dance. What am I trying to prove? I can use I can use a lever here. The TikTok version is like the remix. It's not the old Brooks and Dunn. Yeah, there we go. This is productive. We're getting stuff done. We're chatting. My voice has not blown up yet. Yeah, I think I got the rotation right because all the logo stuff is on the drive side. The drive side is here, so I'm learning. It's 6 years in now. Oh man, that got me. That was pretty good. Uh-oh. We're not fully seated. Jeez, I didn't see that one coming. I was at 35 PSI and it still had a big snapper left in it. Oh yeah. Yeah, Everstoke covered in snow right now, and we're getting way more snow over the next bit, so we'll get back there. I definitely will get back there in my snow gear and just get it going, but it's going to be a little different for the next few months. But we had so many nice days. If the sun comes out, it's going to melt that stuff. As I was singing, when the sun comes out. And if you didn't get an Everstoke shirt, you got to go to everstoke.bike. I also gave away 5 Trail 1 grips, pairs of grips. I didn't just give you one grip, then you have to buy the other one. Earlier in the stream, I gave away 5 pairs of grips. That was really fun. I usually hate doing giveaways, but you guys were all cool about it. And I think I only heard one, I didn't hear any complaints. So it was very, very good. It was perfecto. So that encourages me to do more giveaways in the future for you Swift computer folk that got on there. And yeah, get her done. Red Snapper. I don't know. Michael Clark, it's good to see you though. I don't know what Red Snapper is in reference to, but Michael Clark's been around for a long time. Going on 6 years, I'm sure. Like I say, people come, people go. Nesh, I've been loving the Trail 1 grips. Awesome. Thank you. I really, really like them too. It's like one of those things where you just got to feel them to believe them. And, we're not going to sell it in stores, so you got to take the chance, take the risk, and hopefully I built up a little bit of goodwill, hopefully, at this point. And, oh, Red Snapper, the tire snapping. Nice. Just building one day at a time. Okay, sweet. Man, the black. I just love the black of the tires. I would get rid of all this. I would black this out if I could, because the black on black looks so nice. I could get like an orange coil, I think, maybe. That would be kind of cool. Get the orange coil and I think some other orange, like the collar right here. Like I could do the, what's that, plasti dip, like frame everything off and plasti dip this with orange. That'd be kind of fun. Take too much time though. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, the electric tape, I feel like it would just rub out, run off, like not get as good. I feel like you could do like a paint pen and go black the full way. Yeah, I had an orange coil on the Orbea Rayon, so there's the coil, the orange coils are out there, but I don't know, like the weight, is it compatible with this, with that? I mean, a coil should be a coil, but who knows? I don't know nothing. These are the E-Wings. I think they're Cane Creek. Yeah, the black chain. It's like, this is like the silver GX chain. That's what I had lying around, but the XO1 chain is more black. all those little details. Could like, because these cranks stand out like a sore thumb, but I like it. I like having these friggin' titanium cranks that I've beat to hell, and they are beat up a little bit, but they're still pretty good. Versus my other cranks on my other bikes, like, God, they get really beat up where it looks like it's going to be like a failure. Burn it with a torch. I could do that. Bubble it off with a torch. Oh, you guys got some good ideas there. I'm going to pick it right off. It just peels right off. The camera's fighting me. Get an orange stem cap. There you go. I've been to Japan. Just Google BKXC Japan. You'll have 5 videos to watch and check out tonight. What's up, Scott? I see Uncle Scott in the chat today. Could put the clear plastic. So I've got this very thin plastic. I don't know if I'm going to do the more major, you know, this is like the frame protection stuff that I've got. Let me see if I can pull this off. Yeah. It's time. It's time. Ugh. Ugh. Oh God, this is tough. This is tough to do on, well, this is what I usually put on, this 3M tub tread, which is super duper, like way more heavy impact. But see, if I look at this, I've only got one pretty big ding in this. So I'm actually kind of surprised that, yeah, I've got this big ding here that the frame protection didn't get me through. This is what I just need to study this frame and the V1 Ripmo just to see, like, okay, what is messed up? What's good? What's bad? I'm not sure if I'm going to sell this or not, because the way bikes are right now, if I break this bike and I have a trip scheduled tomorrow, like, if I broke this bike, I feel like I could go to Frame Up Bikes and say, hey guys, I need an emergency help. Can you guys help me put all the components back on this bike because I've got to go somewhere tomorrow? Like, my one, also like a secondary idea of, this is a medium frame, that's a large frame, is that Sarah rides a medium. And I would love to get her on a Ibis Ripley, which is like her specialized as that style trail bike or whatever. Oh God, I got the stuff everywhere. So if we have her bike, which is a medium Ripley, and my bike, which is a medium Ripmo, if I break my bike, then I can use her bike and everything's fine and all that stuff. So I'm gonna keep the frame. It's, yeah. Selling stuff, I wouldn't mind, you know, getting a chunk of change, especially as tax season is right around the corner. But that frame ain't gonna pay my taxes. I got a lot more where that came from. But yeah, so I'm very curious to see how the medium is gonna stack up. Yeah, I could put the old, I definitely could put the old frames, like hang them up, like put them on display. Even Everstoke, like once we start getting like pretty good places in Everstoke, like inside the shipping container, it's not as good of a display. But like when we get like a real shred quarters with like it's a building that has bike, you know, repair stuff, so many cool things can go on the wall at Everstoke. So it's just awesome. It's just fantastic. But yeah, my previous bikes, like the Orbea Rayon and the what was that one? The Santa Cruz Bronson. I donated them to the Benicia High School mountain bike team, and I said, hey, if you want to sell them, sell them. If you want to ride them, do with it what you will. They had the expensive components on there and everything, so that was a nice little thing to do. But now I'm a little more like, I don't know if I want to get rid of it. Hey, thanks, Chris. I'm gonna get rolling too. I think I got what I needed to get done. I need to mess with some more stuff too, but let's check the notes. I like to get some notes. I got that. I got the, yep, tires, yep. Sweet. Yeah, I got everything I wanted to say. Did you guys get everything you wanted to say out? I'm here. I'll be here for a couple more minutes. Let's do it. You're here, I'm here. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. The little orange, it's growing on me. If this was black, the little orange highlights would look even better. But I'm gonna spray paint my cranks. I am not set up as an S corp for taxes. I'm interested in like doing better with taxes and all that stuff, but like I did an LLC because I'm a single member. It's just like one person. If you're a single member, I don't have any employees, all that stuff. Like I'm curious if I could do better with that, but I got to pay my fair share, right? But yeah, if I set to pay myself a certain salary, if I was in an S corp or something like that, I guess that's what it would be. But oh, sweet, awesome, Jesse, I appreciate that. You can, if you ever want to email me, just Google contact BKXC, and you could get there. Oh man, here we go. Here's a question. Now people are actually getting interesting in here. Atomic Riffmaster. If you were transported 400 years into the past with no clothes or anything, how would you prove you're from the future? So the 1600s, at least things get a little bit better in the 1600s. You have like the Renaissance and like things are starting to come around. But like anytime before that, ooh, it'd be tough. I don't think you would want to prove you were from the future if you got transported to the past. Like if you had to prove you were from the future, you could do what's some simple stuff. So you got to be able to do like experiments and stuff like that. So Galileo and like the planets, all that stuff is probably already done. You could do germs. You could kind of, have a very, yeah, you could show the fillings in your teeth. Like, what? Oh man. But show them your teeth. But you could have some kind of experiments about disease and health and that kind of stuff and all the germs and be like, okay, there's these things called germs. If you just wash, like come up with soap and all that stuff, but it is what it is. If the duck floats, she's a witch. Exactly. That's why we're asking the tough questions here. Pat, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna hop off here in a second. I don't know. Would I be able to engineer anything? There are certain things that you could make. Like what level of technology exists in the 1600s? You're kind of on the verge of a lot of things where you might be able to figure out some really like kind of weird things that are inside your head that we all take for granted. Because math is pretty much figured out. But yeah. Your mom has 4 children. Their names are North, South, and East. What is the last child's name? Brian. That's a good riddle. I like that. I actually have a whole book of brain teasers that me and Sarah were doing. They're pretty good, different little ones. That's a really good one. My uncle Corey used to always do like really good brain teasers, like when we were like trying if I could. Dang it. If a rooster is sitting on top of a pitched roof and it lays an egg, which way does it go? Do you spell butt cheeks with one word or do you spread them? I think I do spread the butt cheeks. I think I do spread the butt cheeks. I want to see the answer before I sign off. Roosters don't lay eggs. Exactly. That is the correct answer to the quiz. We do Thanksgiving at Sarah's and Christmas at the Kennedys. Icarus woke up early for the stream. Nice, that's awesome. Must be in Hawaii. Shakabra. What? No, wait. No, even earlier. So you must be in Western Australia. No, you're friggin' Indonesia. Icarus, Indonesia, China, Singapore, something like that. All right. Once we figure out where Icarus is, we can all sign off on the... Am I going to totally get it wrong? It's pretty late in like Eastern... I saw somebody ask about upgrading the RockShox components. I'll upgrade. They have my line. I go back and forth with them. So like if they have something new coming, maybe they'll send it to me. And otherwise, I just kind of like, it works. It's good. And it's a nice... It's a nice relationship to have. Oh, Icarus, come on. Istanbul, exactly. There's only a couple of places you could be where maybe Israel, something like that. That's where I'm going to find out. I haven't ridden the medium frame yet to actually to figure out which is better, the large or the medium. I think, JC, I think you were the one that was saying that the large is better and that the medium wasn't as good. And I think we're about the same height, but I forget. Somebody was saying something. You know what it is. We're never going to know where this Icarus is. We're here. We're in the street. He already fell back asleep. All right, y'all. I'm going to hit the road. Thank you for hanging out on the stream. We had a good 90 minutes. I cannot believe that the throat held up as well as it did. Got the bike going. I still have some work to do on the bike, and I'll have some videos. I'll have some videos coming, and I'll do some traveling, hopefully, and we'll get things going. Oh, my God, he's keeping me. He's keeping me here. Mark McGovern. Hey, Brian, with the $25. That's special. That's going to require a Skeletor, I believe. Let's see if I can frame this up. Come on, Skeletor. Let's do it. Hey, the depth of field actually looks good on the camera. Hey, Brian. Finally, catch another live stream. Yeah, finally, as in it's over now. happy holidays. Have an après ride Coke and coffee with Sarah. Yep. You know, we have been thinking that, you know, the next time Sarah and I do like a road trip or something, I might have my first coffee. Oh, there we go. There's the Skeletor. Thank you for the $25 super chat. I think we would all get a kick out of that. I've never had coffee before. I've had like the little, hey, Biking with Emily, what's up? Take care of yourself. But I've had like 22 years ago in high school, I had one of those like Frappuccino Starbucks things in a, like the refrigerated ones that like you buy at the deli. Like I got a deli sandwich and I'm like, okay, why does everybody like this Frappuccino stuff? Had like one sip and I'm like, this is it. That's it. So that's my coffee experience. And we know Sarah loves the coffee. A lot of people love coffee. They love it. It's fantastic. No judgments. And I think I got to try it. I think it'd be a pretty fun thing. Now that I've teased it on a live stream, people are going to ask me about it forever. Thank you for the $25 super chat. That is very generous of you. A happy holidays to everyone. Yeah, we got to get we got to go build the snow skis at Everstoke, hit the jumps. Oh, it's so out of control. The snow bikes are so out of control to begin with, and Everstoke is way more steep than you would think. Milk and a little bit of coffee. That's what they do. That's how they get you. All right, y'all. Thank you for hanging out. We'll never know where Icarus is from, where he woke up early from. He might have actually started the stream like at like from the start, and now like an hour and a half later, he's gonna be like in the live chat, like, no, I was here, because definitely people join in and they go back and then they comment like out of sync for sure. So, Icarus, we love you. Yeah, a little rock and roll, everyone. Have a happy holly jolly Christmas. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to hit the road. Peace out. I should have the little ending screen. I should do the little music instead of just kind of